How long can you leave a white pine on the ground to rot before sawmilling it? I don't know, but this one's been there a while. You can see them. Well, maybe you can't. I'll get the chainsaw and saw them all. But it was cut down, I'm guessing 5 years ago. It's white pine, so you can see there. See, all this is definitely no good. That's definitely no good there. I'm hoping the core's good. But I don't know. Would I pay somebody some money for this log? Absolutely not. Would I drag this log out if I had any others, or if I didn't have to, if it wasn't in the way? Probably not. I probably would have left it lay to rot. But it's laying right alongside the road, the skidder road, and in the way of getting out some other trees, so I picked it up just to see if this is any good. I'll just get a 4x4, 4 4x4s out of it, maybe 3. This is the fat end. And I'll have to get a tape measure too. What do you think? Look like some good lumber under there. Let's see how big that is. This is a small end. So rot to rot is 14, but inside good wood, probably 9 inches of good wood in there on the small end. May not even be worth it. May not get some 4x4s. So got at least 2 inches of rot on each side. 18 rot to rot. And then inside the rot is about 13. That's the big end. I don't know why the big end's down here, just doesn't matter to me. I just saw it. So let's get it leveled up and saw it. Definitely should have went down further at this end. Like I said, I should have. So this is just barely the top of the solid wood there. And you can tell it's just, the rot comes all the way to there. So you only got this much good wood, no good wood there. But down here is good wood. From here, there's a 4-inch strip right down there. I don't know. Probably not worth it. But we'll turn it over and see. I still think I can get a 4x4 out of it. adjust it. 13.5 at this end and 15 at the other. And 15, so really good. Not much here. There's a little bit. And there's definitely not much here. But this down here smells like pine. Got all but just a little bit of a rot off here. Have a little bit of wane there. Take off this 2.5 inches of rot here. So we'll have at least one good 4-foot 4x4 out of that end. But that end's gonna have to come down a lot more before we get anything out of it. So we'll turn it over and see. How far that thing goes into the wood. Still not totally happy with this diesel drift location and the way it's tied down, but it works. starting to bog down on some of these white pine knots. I know white pine knots can be pretty brutal, but still got some wane. But I'm gonna change the blade anyway. You can just hear the engine whining about them. I don't even think it's starting to, no wave in it yet. Not really. There might be a little bit in that one. But yeah, it's not even starting to wave yet. So I think I'm at 9 inches, 8.5 and 9 inches. And now I'll just flip it over and I'll see which side has the most wane on it, and take off that extra ½ inch. Looks like there's some bad wane down there. I may be able to cut that out. As long as this side's good. But I'll just roll the log and see where I want to take it off now. See what ½ inch I want to take off. Take a ½ inch off this side. And then that other far side there. I don't know. We'll roll it over and see what it looks like a few times. Decide where we want to take. Got an inch left or so. Take off each side. So I might just take a ½ inch off both sides. I don't know. All 4 sides. Let's look at it. But I think there's a couple good 4x4s in there. And they're not for sale 4x4s. I'm not going to sell them to you. I'd never sell this to you. But to stack lumber, if I get a 4x4 out of there, cut this in half, I got a good 2 or 3 inches on my 4x4, and the rest is a little bit of rot. I'm good with that. It's just going to hold up a lumber stack. Yeah, I'm good with that. Throw some diesel fuel on it and oil, and no bugs will get it. Won't continue the rot, hopefully, for a few years. But that's all they're for, is for lumber stacks. I'll go get rid of every one of those pieces broke, except for that last one. Go get rid of those pieces and change that blade. So let's just see where we're at here. We are... Got my flag in the way. We are at too high. Maybe I should adjust the camera and then start recording. So we're only at 8 1/4 on maybe 5/8 by 9 1/2 almost. I'm going to take half that off this side and half of it off this side, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to take that 1/4 inch. Looks like off both sides. I don't know where I'll take the 8 off, but I'm going to take half inch off here and ½ inch off here. Probably take a little bit off this side. This side looks pretty good. Probably take a little bit off this side right here. Looks pretty rotten. Huh, rotten log. Huh. New blade. It's, let me see where the camera's pointing to, huh? Can't just walk off and leave that camera pointing nowhere. New blade, brand new blade. Wood Mizer. It's 10 degree, double hard. So this will actually be the only 10 degree cut. The only 10 degrees time that this blade is when it's brand new out of the box. I take it back to the barn, to the sharpener, and I sharpen it to about 8.5 degrees, thereabouts. So it'll still be a double hard, but it'll be an 8.5 degree double hard instead of a 10 degree double hard. I've ran the 10 degree on this white pine. I like the 8.5 better, and the 8.5 goes through the red oak just fine. And that's a lot of what I cut is red oak and this white pine right now. I do some walnut and cherry too, but it goes right through that like nothing. Doesn't matter whether you're 10 degree or 8 degree or probably 7 degree. They say the 7 degree goes through these knots better, but the 8 is fine when I'm cutting. One log will be white oak and one log will be white pine, and then it'll be red oak or black oak. And the 8.5, about 8.5 goes through them all just perfect. So a 1/2 inch off this side, a 1/2 inch off the bottom, and then this side will take down to 8, whatever that is. And I got the glasses. calling, I gotta pause the camera. You know, the wife's way more important than YouTube. Tell him, hon. Tell him. Alright, so anyway, these are what, 4x8s now. I cut them all. It's really like 3 7/8 or something, but they're all the same. I cut this 8 1/8, and then when I cut it in half, I cut it right on the 4-inch mark, so they should both be about 3 7/8. And that one's exactly 4, and that one's 3 7/8. So, and they're going to be pretty good too. Here's the core right there. So these are going to be some pretty decent 4x4s. Not the way you want to cut 4x4s for a customer. You want to totally take out the core or center the core. So if you're doing it for a customer, I would do that 4x4 there, and then hope that I got one here or 2 here. But I would box the core if I was doing it for a customer, and then anything else I get. Or you can totally cut out the core. Either way. But I'm not doing it for a customer. I'm doing it for me. And this one right here will be questionable, but there's still enough solid wood there to set lumber on. And there's still enough solid wood there to set lumber on. And there's a little rotten spot up here that'll be questionable, but still enough to set your stickers on. That's all I need. And that will be the end of the 4x4 video. Did you catch the mistake I made in there? Did you catch it before I did? When I was turning it, I turned it backwards once. And then when I turned it again, I didn't turn it to the correct side. So I wanted to saw off that 8-inch side again. Anyway, that was an easy mistake to fix. I didn't cut anything wrong. Now I'll just slide the forks right in there and pick up these 4x4s right off here. They're this one's got some weighing on it right there that's rotten. The other 3 sides are good. This one has 3 good sides. And there's a little weighing right down there at the far end. And then this one has the weighing right here on this edge. Pretty bad, but still good enough for lumber stacks. This is the bad part of the weighing right here. The worst part, that's the worst part of the of all these 4x4s is right there. This isn't even bad. That's only got a little bit of rot right on the top. Then it's good wood. And then this one has some rot down here at this end. May have to saw that totally off. And then that's rotten there. But I can set a sticker on this side or this side. I'm good to go. This one may be not enough to set a sticker on. That one's pretty soft. Well, I'll probably use it anyway. But it's just for me. Nobody's paying for them. They're just going on the bottom of a lumber stack. And that's it for the day. It's time to go out to... Oh, that was the wife. We are going to... get some lights for the sawmill shed. I don't know. I think I'm going to get string lights and run along here. But anything I get, I'm going to get solar powered for now, because I haven't got electricity out here yet. Still got to dig a ditch and lay some cord. Maybe I'll get some cord too. Maybe I'll get some electrical wire. That'd be expensive. My electrical wire that I've got left runs about 4 feet short of making it under, so I'd have to splice it underground. I really don't want to do that. So I'll get a brand new roll and it'll make it across there. And I'll get some string lights, maybe some solar lights, but I gotta have the, I'm gonna get where the solar panel will set out here and get the sun, and then I have a cord for the lights in there. So I'm hoping I may have to run one off here too, but I'm hoping, because the rain will be dripping on there, but I may have to put a solar panel on here, which won't get the sun all day. That one will get the sun all day. And this will be the north side, so it won't get sun all day either, but I might run some out there too. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking. So if I just get a solar panel and I have to put it out there, it won't catch the sun all day. And I just put a couple, box lights in here. But if I get like 4 solar panels with the string lights, this is 40 foot. If I get 50 foot of string lights, I can put the solar box out here. It'll get sun all day long. And I can run the 50 foot of lights right through here. So 4 strips, 50 foot of lights that'll come on at night. Maybe a motion activated one for out here that'll shine, and maybe even a motion activated one there. No, probably not. But maybe a motion activated one here that'll shine out here. And maybe like a flashing yellow light. That'd be cool. Just because flashing yellow lights are cool. Maybe they're not even cool anymore, I don't know. But just for like when I'm running the sawmill, I could have a yellow light out here flashing, so people know that I'm running the mill. Alright, that's it. Out to Menards, out to eat. You want me to film out to eat? Oh, wow. That would be wild, huh? No, we're not filming our shopping at Menards, and we're not filming our going out to eat. This will be a romantic candlelit dinner with the wife. I got my man glitter on, so she'll like that. She'll be thrilled about that. So it'll definitely be a romantic dinner. I may even dig into there and get some more man glitter on. Spruce up for tonight, maybe. So I'm gonna clean up the mill, and oh, there she is telling me to get dressed up for a romantic dinner.